I am having a terrible, no good, very bad day. Well, actually, I'm not, but I was reading recently of David, a man close to God, and he said in Psalm 13 that he was having a hard time in life. See, sometimes it's hard to see the goodness in the midst of the badness of life. And this is what David, a follower of our good God, was wrestling through. See, recently as I was reading Psalm 13, I discovered that David was having a terrible, no good, very bad day, or maybe it was a terrible, no good, very bad week. It may have been a terrible, no good, very bad month or year. This is what David said. And maybe this is something that you would say as well. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? Do you feel that God's forgotten you altogether? He also said, how long will you hide your face from me? God's playing hide and seek, and it's really not a fun game at all. Or maybe, how long must I wrestle with my thoughts? See, David was thinking way too much of the badness of life. And he said, every day I have sorrow in my heart. See, David was depressed. How long will my enemy triumph over me? He asked of God, because he felt defeated. Maybe you feel defeated today. So his prayer was, give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death. Because these were very dark days for David. Maybe these are very dark days for you as well. Let me encourage you to do what David did. He chose a tenacious faith and tenacious trust in God during the dark times. He said, but I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. And I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me. And as I read that all together, I hear the badness of life, and I hear David saying, but God is good to me. And I realize there that David had a tenacious trust in God. And that's what you and I need for the bad days of life. He had seen the goodness of God in his life. Maybe it had been a long while since he had seen the goodness of God. But he could anchor himself in the goodness of God during the bad times of life. And so may we all develop a tenacious faith as we reflect on the goodness of God. Our worship pastor, Jonathan Cox, would like to encourage us all to remember the goodness of God, especially during the no good, very bad days of life.
God, you're so faithful. Yes, you are. I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in the darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. I have lived in the goodness of God. Oh yeah. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing the goodness of God.